I actually saw this particular component on War's website from Swiss. So let me show you how you can recreate it in the easiest way possible on Framer. This is what I was able to do before. So I think let me delete everything so that we can start from scratch. First off is to create the particular component that is going to actually change whenever you hover around it. So we're just going to be using a frame. Then also we're going to be inserting a particular page where you can add an image inside. We're going to be going with white for the starting of this. So we're going to be converting this particular frame to a white background. And I think we can see it for the meantime. Then we're going to take this image and put inside the frame. Now we want this particular frame to have an auto layout. So we'll convert it to a stack on Framer, then give the paddings across it. 40 around should give it a really good padding. Convert each of them to fit content. Then we're going to change the size of the image because we're going to be using the horizontal landscape of every image. We're going to be changing the size of the image to be shorter. So it fits like this. So I think I want more padding around the whole image. So I'm going to give it a padding of just 60. So I think this is a really good one. But it's looking too big, so let's go back to 40. So once you have a particular image like this, I think probably most of it is already ready. You can convert that particular stack to a component using Control Alt K or Command Alt K if you're on a MacBook. And let's use the simple thing as logo ticker. Once you're inside the component page, the first thing you want to do is you want to change this stuff so that whenever it hovers, this is the main variant. Let's change the name to a logo ticker so that it also matches. Then you want to change this to an hover state. And how do we change it on hover states? Like as you see here, once I hover around it, everything changes to black and white. The trick here we're going to be using is the blending option that is in Framer. So on a hover state, we're going to be adding another layout, which is a frame. And inside this frame, let's put it inside the particular hover state. And we are going to change the position to absolute. And also we're going to change the size. We are going to make sure the constraint for it are 0, 0, 0, and 0. What this does is it allows, it ties the particular adjustment layer that we're going to be using to up, down, and every around it. No matter how you resize it, it's going to still be the same thing. Then you can actually change the name to adjustment. Once I've changed the name to adjustment, then you can go down to the styles and go to blending and change the blending mode to difference. The moment you change to difference, you notice that the hover state becomes black, and you can actually preview your hover state here. Once you hover around it, it changes. Once you hover around it, it changes. I think that's good enough. So let's go to the ticker. Let's change the transition. We want to give the transition a bit more better transition. So let's say an ease in or ease out, or we use an linear so that it changes dramatically. I think an ease in and ease out would be really, really good for this particular one. So let's change it back. So now you see it goes slowly in and out. Then we can go back to our particular image that we were doing before. So now we have it here, this particular component. We're going to create a stack around it. We're going to create a stack around it. Then once we have the stack around it, we are going to make that stack fit everything, fit the content. I'm going to give the stack of a border of 1. Once we give the stack a border of 1, we're going to create another stack around that stack. I'm going to add a stack. And we're going to give that next stack another border of 1. So that's once we're giving that stack another border of 1, we're going to make sure that there is a gap of, let's put 12 gap. Then we're going to duplicate this particular stack. But before we actually duplicate this particular stack, we want to make it easy for us to be able to change the logo inside. So we'll go to the components tab, we'll go to edit component. I'm going to be creating a variable out of that image that we have. Why we're creating a variable is so that you don't have to come and edit each variable, each component every time. So just go to image, then we'll just put logo here. And that's all. You see why this is so important when you're building your website. Creating variables for your component, it allows you to edit your component easily. Then you can duplicate your stack as much as you want. Let me zoom out so you can see. I think we should go with 5. I think 5 works. 5 different stack works. So I want to increase the spacing here a bit, so I want to go for a 20. Okay, from here on, it becomes really much easy to actually finish up this whole thing. So I'm just going to go ahead and actually change the images. Now you can see if I click on any of the components, I can see upload where I can quickly click on it and upload any of the logos I have, and it actually shows there on the logo. So I will just go ahead and keep uploading the logos for all the components I have here.
A few moments later.
Okay, now that I'm done uploading all the logos, we would want to add the ticker effect to this particular stack that has everything. So the ticker effect is one of the newest effects that Frame actually added to their stuff. It's really, really nice. So all you have to do, put a ticker effect. I want when the ticker effect is moving, like if you can see here, I think there's a ticker effect happening in place. If you hover around it, nothing changes because the ticker effect is just going ahead. But in Framer, you have the ability to change the speed when you hover around it. So I want to change the speed to 7 so that it slows down. Then I want it to be draggable. Like this one is moving this way, and I would really love our own to moving the other way, and also I want it to be draggable. Then that's actually all we're actually done with this particular stuff. Now, for another thing you can also do when you are doing this kind of stuff is to make sure that the logo actually sets to fill. So how you can do it is you click on edit components so that you can edit the main component. You go to the particular image and instead of fill, you put fit. What fit does it makes the whole image inside the image container. So it means if you're having a particular size of image, it's not going to crop anything, it's going to make sure everything fits inside. And for you to use fits very, very well, you have to make sure that you edit the size of your logo to actually fit the size of the container. So right now, you can see Ctrl Z before fits. Let me go to before fits. Everything is wide and big. Then Ctrl Y, Shift Ctrl Z. After fitting everything, you are seeing that everything has reduced and the whole image is there. So this is how you can actually create this particular effect.
Thanks for watching. If you want to learn more about Framer, motion design, and After Effects, do it to subscribe to my channel, and I'll be seeing you in the next videos I'll be publishing and showing you how the pros do it. See you soon.